welcome back to my YouTube channel. So here I have come up with another video. So in the last video, we have discussed about the how to delete the duplicates, how does POSIX and IFNAR function work, and how does aggregation function works, like what kind of interview questions an interviewer can ask in the data domain interview. Now I am going to show you another thing, another topic. So, in today's first, I will first show you about the CTEs. Like, what are the CTEs? What are their use? Basically, that. So let's start with that. So, I'm gonna use this database. In this database, I have these two tables: student CTE and grades. Student CTE is like this, and grades table is like this. So first thing is we can use CTE with select. So we can use CTEs in select statement. So for example, here what I have done is the main point about CTE is like we can write only since I have already told you that this particular series is for those viewers who already have basic knowledge in SQL. So I'm assuming that you know the concept of CTE. I'm just telling you directly like what are the most important and like tricky questions which an interviewer can ask on the topic of CTEs. So let's look at the commented line which I have entered in the code. I think they are gonna help. So we use cities in select statement. Generally, mostly we all know this. So if you will read the cities, so what it is doing, it is reading the grades table and group by student ID and select student ID average grade. So what does the select statement doing is this select statement is basically grouping the student by the student ID and calculating their average grades. And so this is creating basically a CT name as student grades. And what finally we are doing here is we are joining student CT table with student grades table with the student's grades table on these column as the student ID equals to SD dot student ID. So here, like basically from this CTE, we are getting only student ID and grade. Got it? So for example, we don't want student ID and grade only. We want the student name also along with the ID and grade. So, but in this CTE, we haven't written student name in our select statement, or like we forgot to like mention the select name here. Then what we can do is we can use this CTE and we can use student CTE table and then join this CTE with the student table. So basically, we can use like we all know that like we can use the CTE in the immediate next select query. So this is the basically basic thing. This is basic thing. This I assume that you all already know that. Something new is this CTE with insert. So not only generally we know that we can use CTE with select statement only, but here I want to tell you that we can use CTE with insert statement also. So here as we know that we can use select statement while inserting records in a table. Instead of inserting record by values keyword, you can use a select statement directly. Got it? So what it is trying to say is, let me just tell you. CT with insert into table name. As we know that we still, yeah. Like usually when we create a table and we insert records in a table, then we write the statement, insert a statement, insert into table name, values, etc. So instead of like values, we can write a select statement also that I assume that you all already knew this fact that instead of values, while inserting the record in the tables, we can let select statement also. So in that select statement, not only we can mention a table name particularly, we can also mention the city names. So that it is telling us basically it is not necessary that cities are only useful in the select statement. So for example, this was the select statement. In this select statement, this city student grades was useful. So not only in the select statement, CTEs we can use in the like which thing in insert statement also. Got it? So we have one example for this also. What it is? So it has created a table name student grade summary and then it is inserting the record using the CTE. So student grade summary. So this is the table. Okay. Let me just see that is this table still available or not. Student grade summary. Let me create this table from here. I think this table is being dropped, so it is not available right now. So I'm just creating this table. And in this, okay, so it is taking the grades. Got it. So this table is not even required. Basically, these two tables are required only student CTE and grades. Okay. Don't get confused. We have only two tables, student CTE and grades table only. Oh God, why is this rubbish code still here? This is not equal record. This is not even required. Let me just comment it out because otherwise it will just create the confusion. So this is the CT which we have created. Grades from grades table. We are taking student ID and we are calculating the all like the average grade of each student and like the total number of subjects which they have been assigned. And then we are inserting into this table. Okay, student grade summary table. There is one. Okay, okay, got it. So this is basically the empty table in which we are trying to insert the record. If you got my point, I think. Because we have only two tables, one grades table and one student CTE table. Like you can see here, one grades table and one student CTE table only we have. And we have created another table which is student grade summary. And like we have defined three columns in that. So we have only defined these three columns. We haven't inserted any record in this table till now. So what we are doing is we are trying to insert the records in table not by using the insert keyword. We are trying to do this by using the CTEs. So previously we have studied that CTEs are only useful when for select statement. So now here we are seeing that CTEs are not only useful for select statement, they are also useful for insert statement as well. So here we have defined the CT with grade summary as, and now I'm using this CT to insert the record here. So insert into student grade summary. Student, I have defined all the column and I'm using the CT. So let me just execute this together. Grades, it is saying that it's not defined. Grades is not defined. Or is it grades or grade? Grade is not defined. Why? these tables are already present, isn't it? Select a star from. Okay, I believe that there are no records in this. Yeah. Okay, so the grade table is also not there. I have to just execute this create table statement first. Now I can insert the grades here. Now in the student grade summary table, I will insert by this. Got it? It is getting executed. I think you have got the idea now. Now we will see that CT will also work with update as well and delete as well. So basically I want to show you that CT will work with all things. Select, insert, update or delete. Got it? So for the CT with update statement, what it is doing is we have the student CT and we have the grade table. Got it? So what is this student CT1? So we are trying to create it. Okay. This is creating a little bit of confusion. Sorry, like I'm just showing you that we can how we can use like CT with along with select how we can use CT with insert, update and delete also. So here we have created a table name as CT1. No need of this query as well. And then we are inserting these record here. So basically, control test also. This is a CT with update. So like we have, so like I created a CT named as grade summary already from the grade table, which was already with us. And I have grouped by student ID and select student ID and average grade. And now I want to update this table, student CTE table. So I've written this in the from clause, student CDE as S. And since I want to use the rows which are which I'm getting from this CT to update this table. So I will use this as well. Join gate summary SGS on as on the student ID column. Update table. The syntax is same. Update table name. Set average set as set or as dot average grade column equals to gs dot average grade column. So we have just replaced the column values here. Got it? You can see. So here we have average grade as 87, 18, 95, 90, and 97. So here we have what is average grade? It is basically in it is basically the same, but it is in decimal. So I want to update the data in which is present in student CT1 table. So that is in the integer format. I want that to be in decimal. Convert that to be in decimal using the form of CTE. So this I'm getting from CTE. So basically I have set this average grade column from of this table to uh, this average grade column of this CTE. So now if I'll check the CTE1 table, then I should get those decimal values in the average grade column. Nobody's going to ask you that much deep on the like CTE part that like uh, nobody's going to ask you that how do you update CTE using update a table using CTE, or how do you insert a record in a table using CTE. Nobody like most of the companies don't even ask that. They just ask the thing that like can you use like insert update and delete command with CTE. So you just have to answer that yes. And if like suppose that if they are also asking the questions that how do you insert, how do you update, then I showed you. But this is not a common question to ask. Most commonly they were like what they do ask is like they ask that whether you can use the insert update and delete keyword using CT or not. Now I'm using the delete clause with CT. So let us see that what is this selected statement is giving us. It is like here like average grade is less than 80 only. So only one student ID is coming from this CT and we want to delete that from the table. So we have written the table name and the in the join we have also written the CT and the student on the common column, and then we have written our table name, so that will automatically delete that record from the table. Got it? Two rows affected. So that's all I wanted to show you for the CTE part. Let's see if there are another point for CTE view and SP. So for this, first I have to show you guys about CTEs, SPs, and views. Okay, there are so many things to explore right now. Hmm. So for this, like we'll keep this video till here only. We'll meet in next session. So in that session, because this whole CT was also a big topic. So that's why I took a complete one video to explain you guys about CTs. So in the next video, I will most probably discuss about views or SPs. Until then, goodbye. And please do like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll get motivation.